Hi everybody, welcome to Holy After Dusk Outdoors. I got a beautiful day to be on the range. As you can tell, we have an empty rifle. So today I decided to bring out one of my favorites. It's a Remington ADL 243 with a 20-inch barrel. I got a Vortex Diamondback 3 to 9 by, and I'm shooting typical 100 grain bullets. 100 grain. Just a second here, double check. Yeah, 100 grain soft points. Now everybody talks about truck guns and everything. Well, this is the gun I carry in the tractor. This is my tractor gun. It's always with me in the tractor. It's handy with the 243. It's good for coyotes, porcupine, skunks, hogs, stuff like that. Yeah, so it's mainly my small game gun during deer season. You know, it's a good little gun for deer too. So yeah, I got Weaver mounts on it. Yeah, I've had this little rifle for quite a while. And I usually have a sling on here, but I took it off because I was shooting it and I wanted to get put the pod on here. But I had a bigger pod on here and I didn't like it. It was too high up and everything. So for on the range. So yeah, but anyway, so this goes with me in the tractor and everything, when we're haying or when we're seeding or whatever, or in the combine or whatever. The trigger has been done. It was part of that recall, so I got a Timney trigger on it. I still gotta adjust it a little more in poundage. Right now she's at around 3.5 pounds, and I prefer about a 2-pound pull. Anyway, but it's a sweet little gun to shoot. She does group really good. At 100 yards, she's about just with the pod and me shooting, I get about inch to an inch and a half groups out of it. From a solid stand, I'm just under an inch. It doesn't have it's got a blind magazine, which I like because that's why I picked this as my tractor gun, and everything is because of had a bad habit. You know, you throw a mag in your pocket, and you're up and jumping off the tractor, jump back on. I was tending to lose mags out of the rifle I was using, which was my 223. So after losing a couple mags out of that and the expensive magazines for that Savage 223, I decided, hey, I got the perfect gun. I also prefer the hinge magazine myself too, but I've had this, like I said, my daughter shoots this. She started shooting this when she was just a little young. Like, she started shooting this at she graduated from the 22 and the 223 to this when she was around 12 years old for firearm safety and everything. But but I like it because I'm really getting into the carbine rifles. Like my 300's got a 26-inch barrel. My 7mm got a 24. 30-06's got a 22, which I don't mind. Well, all three of my 30-06s have 22-inch barrels. But I'm liking these 20-inch, and then on my 6.5, my Winchester 6.5, I got a 16-inch, and same with that Ruger ranch rifle. That's got a 16-inch barrel on it too. But this one, I still got a real soft spot for this rifle. She's never let me down. I point, I shoot, and whatever I'm pointing at, it hits. So always remember, like right now I'm shooting on a safe range. Always remember to know your target and beyond. I'm just waiting for the barrel to cool down a little bit. I did take a few rounds out of it already today. But yeah, she's a really sweet little rifle. You know, other than the trigger problems they had with Remington, Remington freaking actually, like, I'm a Winchester guy, but this little Remington, I like it. I've got 3 Remingtons, and they've all had their triggers done. I didn't need that stuff happening to them. You know, I never had the incident they said happened to me, but it's better be safe than sorry. And I really like the Timony trigger. Just because, like, listening to guys like Ron Spoomer and Hootie Hoo and, you know, Backcountry, you know, all those guys, they're a lot more knowledgeable than I am. I'm just a good old boy that likes to shoot, and if I like it, I shoot it. And there's really not a rifle I don't like shooting. So but this little gun, you can shoot it all day without shoulder, like, you know, on the range with the 338 and 300 Win Mag. Your shoulder gets a little, and it's a little too hot out to be wearing my padded vest for that. Usually just before hunting season, when it cools off, for elk and moose and everything, I'll throw on the clothes that I wear when I'm out hunting, and shoot with them on. So it seems that if I'm not wearing the clothes I hunt with, I get a different, you hold the rifle differently. It seems it's obvious because you got thicker clothes and everything. And as you can see, we do get snow here and everything. So, but yeah. So, and then of course, I got my paracord wristband here with the compass and fire starter on it. Got these on wrapped around most of my rifles I use, so I don't have to keep just grabbing one. And so for the price of them, it's just keep like that. I'm probably, like, I was using a Caldwell. This Caldwell, which is really good bipod, as you all know. Caldwell's got a really good name. Harris too, but she's just a little too tall for my use of this gun. So I swapped out this for this little smaller bipod, which it goes up a little more and everything, but being on the quad today and stuff, so. But I was curious because I hadn't shot this for a bit, and I wanted to make sure, you know, we're still on, like, we're baling, just finished baling actually yesterday. The one field will be moving into the next field. Will be ready in about probably Wednesday or something like that. But anyway, yeah, so I just wanted to talk about this little 243. And let's take a couple of shots with it, okay? So I always check my head stamp sometime just to make sure it's the 243 that I'm shooting, the right caliber. I've seen a guy, what was he? Yeah, he was shooting a 30-06 and somehow a 270 round got mixed in with his 30-06 rounds, and well, you can imagine that would kind of give him a wake-up call. But anyway, let's take a couple of shots with this downrange. Oh, I prefer a solid bench. Should have brought it out, but this is just kind of on the whim today. Just kind of sitting around. I figure I got the shakes today, holy. That's what I have to deal with when you're a little older. So some guys were, why I'm not showing my groups. Well, I'm just using my phone right now. I plan on eventually get a phone like a camera that like a GoPro or something like that I can edit and, you know, turn it off, like pause it, then go down, and instead of you guys watching me ride the quad down there and show you that. So this time I'll take you all down there with me and see how it did. So take you out of this stand here and put it on my handlebar phone holder. Like I said before, I ride a Polaris 800 Sportsman. I've had this quad for quite a while and I really like it. So I'm shooting a little high with well, that's shooter air, 3 shots. Yeah, it's a 1.5 inch and it's shooting to the right and 3 inches high, so I got adjusted for that. So go from there. So well, anyway, that's it for today. Hope you guys all have a great day today, and good luck on your hunting season and all that. Don't forget to hit subscribe and like. sponsor. I do this, like I said, I do this as a hobby, and we'll go from there. Anyway, you all have a great day.